Morning, everyone. Sending some coffee to everyone if it's morning or when you wake up to start your day. Well, I'm back on. Because, I was having a conversation with God and some others. And I asked a question. And, just sitting here before I do other things. And it was funny. It was like a minute or whatever. I mean, of course, I returned to sender. But, it was strange. So, and I knew it. But anyway, what I was talking about, that's later on. But then I asked other questions, since I was little. I always knew how to protect, everyone and myself. But I asked, whatever. And I got this download, I was told, I should say. I asked about the reasons why, as I was growing up, I felt because a vision came to me about when I was little, and I saw, I don't know what it was or something, and I happened to be passing by, and I heard somebody was doing something, and at first I thought it was towards me. It probably was, but also towards someone else. It was a lot of people there, and I was like, what are you doing? And they were like, don't worry about it. It wasn't meant for you to hear or see. And I said that, I was going to tell, my mama and my dad. And they were like, no. I guess that's when the, of me not remembering started. And of course I said, oh, okay, I won't. And, but they didn't know what Dad I was going to tell. But, they had me remembering, and that's how I knew about magic and everything. And back in my mind, I always wondered, why is it that it was hitting me? But I knew that, I had to learn all this, and I always I guess since I was little, fought in the, the spiritual war, the warfare, etc., etc. And, as I grew up, I learned that, somebody in the family was told, well, if you want this or whatever, do it. But it affected, the whole family. That was because the person who said it to them did something to do the karma or whatever how it went. I'm not going to get into it. But I thought, and I was told, the reason why is also when I learned, they kept showing me, about magic and all that, but I didn't understand it when I was little. And when I was growing up, and then I learned what, someone did, and it affected everyone, blah, blah, blah. And I knew to protect, because I was told since I was little to protect. So that's how I learned. And I was told by heaven above, the ancestors and God and Jesus and etc. I was told the reason why also, well, one, about the magic, that it affected me before. But not as much as, whoever did it thought, and I was still protected. But the thing is, after learning about all that, I protected myself since I was little and my family with everything. Except back then, I didn't do magic. Protect it all. Mediate and, and myself. Because I didn't believe in it. Meaning, I didn't believe in it because I always thought to myself, no way am I doing that. Because they did it the wrong way. And it came back. And like I said, that was the one thing that I didn't protect myself from. But I was always protected. But when it used to hit me, it was my lesson that I had to learn to believe in it. Because, I didn't believe in it, so it was like, well, it's not going to, do anything if I don't believe in it. you know, I mean, when I was in my teens, I protected myself, but I asked the question, you know, why did it affect me when I was younger? You know, all the way up. And the reason is because I didn't believe in it. Because everyone around me knew about it. You know, knew everything about me. Made sure that I didn't know about me. Oh. God didn't let that happen. I know about me. That's why I made sure that I handed everything over to him, and he locked everything up from the ones who do harm to others, and not only me. So they also said the message is, be careful of what you don't believe in. What others believe in. Like, you know, I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about others who are like me, or, you know, the good ones who do tarot, or, you know, that's spiritual and does it the right way. Whatever. How you want to, you know, say it, or whatever. And, you know, for the ones who we give out all the warnings for someone to stop, that it will backfire, you know, return to sender, etc., etc., etc. Because of, you know, only going to go back to you. Whatever which way God and everyone in heaven decides. How that would be. We're here to warn and give out to help people. And not only me, if you don't believe in what I do to help people, and if I have to, like my last video that I just did, you didn't believe that I would give out, put it up. I was told to put it up. So what I do and what others do, you know, like my soul tribe, you know, and whatever, they give out the truth. So if you don't want to hear the truth, walk away. If you don't want to change, you know, why things are happening with you, or you're repeating whatever, you know, I'll just say runs in the family. That's what everybody says. It doesn't need to be run in the family. That's because people say runs in the family is because nobody wants to stop it. So everybody follows everybody's footsteps. Well, I already broke that. It was supposed to be for, like the whole bloodline. But, with some of the, the family part, they didn't want to hear it. They didn't want to listen, whatever, So, my bloodline, the immediate family, we're great. So, again, the message is, well, one, don't come up with the wrong person, up against the wrong person. And two, don't judge, and be careful of, what you don't believe in to mess up what someone else believes in. Start working on yourself. Get to the root, whatever it is. And, this way you can start, what I always wanted, spread, love and peace. That's what our ancestors wanted. And again, they would like to rest in peace. Now, because of all these people are constantly harming others, which is, that, well, I don't have time for. I don't associate with any of that. As my dad would say, and in my last video, somebody kept saying bullheaded, hardhead, something like that. Stubborn, whatever. But like I said, because it's constant, in the spiritual realm, heaven above, whatever, how you want to say it, especially God. is so, upset that they have to constantly, be in all this spiritual warfare, like constant. So now you got all of them all angry. And really disappointed. Not only, harming innocent ones for no reason, or happen to be right there or whatever, or you think the whole entire thing of doing black magic, whatever kind of magic, whatever, that it's not going to affect your immediate family or whatever. That's also why they're angry. And also, they're also angry is because, one, you're supposed to be kind to others. And family turning on their own family, there, I guess you don't know what family means. I mean, family could be anybody, friends, whatever. You're supposed to help each other, and that's with anybody. Stick by each other. And if one of you are doing something that you're not supposed to, at least one of you should say, hey, don't do that. So they wanted me to come on. And don't get me wrong, because I didn't know when I was a kid about that, and because I didn't believe in it, I was still protected. But I also had to protect, myself and others. I mean, I did that. But I also was like, okay, you know, let me handle it, whatever. Well, finally I got tired of it, and I gave everything all to heaven, and especially God. Because they knew, and that's also why they don't tell me anything, because I would tell you, you know, who's doing it. Now I wait to see what they want me to put up about you guys, about this, you know, what yous are doing. That's why everything's up now. But I'm just putting up what they told me. And that's not all of it. It's my team, the authorities that will be, you know, well, telling me and making it public, other than myself, you know, making it public. Of everything what you've done. Everybody's going to say it, but, you know. So, I guess, you know, I wanted to let others, you know, because you're just starting out, you need to learn to protect yourself. But always remember, God always protects you and your spiritual team. But because I didn't believe in magic, because, you know, and all that, I asked why wasn't, you know, like I said, that's because I didn't believe in it. I didn't know about it. But I learned along the way. But I also didn't remember, you know, all that. But I guess they reminded me, and that's why I needed to come on to say the reason why it affected me before. And everything that they taught me, you know, about all the game. And I'm not even going to get into it. It's only between us, you know, what I know and learned. So now you know why it affected me before. It was a lesson also for myself to learn. You know. So This is why I said you need to pay attention. And if you don't know something, learn it, every detail. Especially if someone says, oh, you want to do magic or whatever, learn about it. Because you know that person's not going to tell you everything. Especially the part what could happen if you tried to harm someone instead of doing it the right way to help someone. Well, this is long enough. I wanted to come on to say that because, well, one, I was told to say it. Now, you know. So, I guess this is a lesson for everyone to think about. And always remember, you never know what others are going through. Before you start harassing or whatever you do, bully, whatever. And just remember also, they might have went through the same thing that you did. But anyway, have a good day. Ciao.